Peace and blessings. This is Raisa Kiwala, the divorced Muslim coach. This month of Ramadan, being the month of Quran, we really turn to it for solace for any situation. And one verse that stands out for me really sums it up. It is the verse that says, "Verily in the remembrance of Allah do hearts find rest." And the verse that we're going to look at today is going to be coming from chapter 64, verse 3. And it goes, "He created the heavens and earth in truth, and formed you and perfected your forms. And to him is the final destination." And so, this is such an important message. How I look at it is actually from another verse where Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala tells us, what is our purpose, that we were only created to worship him, and that's it, for no other reason. So that tells us why we're here, right? We know this intellectually, we've all heard this before, but the question is, are we practicing it, or are we living it as if we believe it? That is the key here, right? So is this showing up in every area of our life? We can look at our actions and see if they reflect our deepest beliefs, because sometimes we go off track. Like when kids have tantrums and they go off track, us adults, we experience that as well. So this is an opportunity to get back to the truth. First, we have to acknowledge and recognize where we're going to find the truth, right? And Allah is telling us in this verse is that, He's created everything in truth, and He made us so perfectly. He designed us so perfectly, and He perfected our form in our body, in our heart, in our mind, all about that. Our spiritual component, our emotional component, our physical, our intellectual, all of that has been perfected, right? And that we are going to come back to Him. So what are we going to bring back? So knowing our purpose allows us to get focused with that in mind, and really, have that in the forefront, because we can fall off the path, fall off the track. And Ramadan is really like a reset, going from living a life of being on autopilot and just mindlessly, performing actions, and we're not even sure why we're doing what we're doing, right? So this is an opportunity to get focused, to get on track, and that we have everything that we need to get to realign, to have clarity. And this is the time to get conscious and to get woke. And when you have that clarity, you're like full speed ahead, right? Because you know the target, right? But when you don't, and you're confused and you're lost, you're going in all different directions, even though you are equipped internally with everything that you need to focus on the target and go full speed ahead. So the source. And so when we fall off track, we don't remember, we can't remember why we're doing what we're doing. Like, we lose sight of that, having the correct intention, and having, everything that we do be an act of worship. And when we seek that, we need to seek it through the source and then take action. And you can't go wrong with that formula. So the opportunity here is in Ramadan to strengthen and secure the foundation that is going to help us stay on track, because we don't need to be seeking what we think we need to seek outside of ourselves, externally. It's going to be found in our foundation, which is connecting with Allah. And sometimes our connection with Allah kind of is not as strong, or is kind of weak. And so this is our opportunity to rebuild and rebuild a strong, secure foundation. And sometimes what gets in the way is, our big feelings or emotions. And so, as I said, I'm going to be sharing more about that and helping you to see what is getting in the way of the connection. But right now, I really just want you to strengthen that foundation, strengthen your foundation with your creator, and start becoming more aware of yourself, because that is the formula and the recipe of how we strengthen the foundation. We have to know ourselves first before we know Allah as the creator. And so if you have found this helpful, please like it, please share it, and subscribe to my YouTube channel, Raisa Hiwala, to continue getting more of these videos as they come out in Ramadan. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.